All right, so today we're going to learn about taking time. Before we go over the steps for how to say what time it is in Spanish, there's certain expressions I want to introduce to you. ¿Qué hora es means what time is it? ¿A qué hora means at what time? All right, so there's certain expressions that they might use in time that you need to familiarize yourself with. So we would say, when we're talking about a quarter hour, we would say y cuarto, and that means that it's simply 15 minutes after the hour. So I could say 3:15, 4:15, 5:15, 6:15, whatever 15, that would be y cuarto. Whenever it's the half hour, when it's a half hour past, we say y media. All right, and then whenever we're talking about time, to distinguish the hour from the minutes or the addition of minutes, we use the phrase y in between the hour and the minutes. Medianoche means midnight. Mediodía means noon. De la mañana is AM. De la tarde and de la noche is PM. Because there are two phrases between that means PM, I want to distinguish between the two. De la tarde is used from 12 p.m. to 6:59. So that's like your afternoon window. And then from 7 p.m. onward is the nighttime, de la noche. Noche is night, mañana is morning. Noche is night, mañana is morning. All right, so now on to the meat and potatoes. There are 4-ish steps to telling someone what time it is. Your first step is you're going to write. It's whenever you see the word escribe, escribe means write. You're either going to write es la or son las because you want to say it is 9:50, it is 12:45, it is 4:25. You use es la when the hour is 1. You use son las when the hour is not 1. So if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you will use son las. So if it's es la, like 105, 110, 131, 158, and whenever the hour is 1, we use es la. Our step 2 is to write the hour. So the hour is the first number before the colon. Step 3 is to write Y if there are minutes. And then step 4 is to write the minutes in Spanish. I'm going to do the first example. I want to say that it's 9:50. So first I need to decide if I'm going to write es la or son las to say it is. Well, 9 is what falls in this category of numbers that are 2 or greater. So the first thing I'll write is son las. Step 2, you have to write the hour in Spanish. The hour is the first number before the colon, which is 9. So I look at my vocabulary list to find the word for 9, and that is nueve. Step 3, you're going to write Y because there's minutes afterwards. And we want to show that there's an addition of minutes. Y is pronounced E in Spanish. Son las 9:y. Finally, we want to write the minutes. That's our step 4, our minutes in Spanish. So the word for 50, if we click on our screen one more time, the word for 50 is 50. All right, now don't forget to indicate whether it's AM or PM because that's important to distinguish between the two. So based on our notes that we looked at the previous screen, PM, we know that it's going to be nighttime, so we say de la noche. All right, step 2. All right, so we can follow in the same pattern, the same steps for the second example. We have that it's 12:45. Following our steps, our first step is to write either es la or son las. Take a moment to think about if you will use es la or if you will use son las. If you said son las, you're correct. We will use son las because the hour is 2 or greater. All right, whenever the hour is 2 or greater, we use son las. Step number 2 tells us to write the hour. Find the answer for the hour in Spanish, looking at the notes on the right-hand side of the screen. If you said doce, that's correct. Son las doce. Step 3 is to write E to show an addition to minutes. And then finally, step 4 is to write the minutes in Spanish. So we have 45. 45. The word for 45 is 45. All right, now we need to indicate if it's AM or PM. We see that it's AM, but we need to express it in written expression. So the word for AM is de la mañana. Okay, pause your video and do examples 3 through 8 on your own. And then when you're ready, go ahead and press play so that you can see the answers and see if you did them correctly. All right, so now that you've had a moment to do your practice examples, I'll reveal the answers. 4:25 p.m. is son las 4:25 de la tarde. 10:15 can be written as son las 10:15 de la mañana. All right, and now I know that you learned that the number for 15 is 15, but remember one of our expressions of time when it's a quarter after the hour is y cuarto. All right, number 5, son las 7:30 de la mañana. Again, instead of writing 30, we put y media, one of our time expressions. Number 6, es la 1:20 de la tarde. We use es la in this example because the hour is 1. So all the other examples we use son las, but in this example we use es la because the hour is 1. Number 7, son las 10:55 de la mañana. And number 8, son las 3:30 de la tarde. All right, so that concludes our notes over telling the time. You can always replay this video if you didn't understand anything. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the chat and I'll follow up with the email. As well as whenever you go to another level of Spanish, maybe Spanish 2, and you want to review how to tell time, you can watch this video again. All right, that's all I have for now. Thanks so much.